Milad in Tower Hamlets. Good evening, Milad.
Hi, good evening. How are you?
Very well. How can I help you?
Yeah, I've got an awkward situation, actually. My younger brother, the other day, he had access to my phone, and he had signed up a subscription for 12 months.
Subscription for what?
I think like sports or something, like boxing.
So a streaming service?
Streaming service or boxing. And so he must have accessed the content and everything.
Yeah. Sorry, when was this? How long ago was this?
This was 2 days ago, and yesterday I had been informed by him.
Yeah.
So he did fess up. So rotten behaviour aside, he did come clean. He had watched boxing without my knowledge.
Okay. Was it labelled as a 12-month subscription when he signed up?
When he signed up, I'm assuming it was.
And you've checked and it's definitely a 12-month subscription?
It's definitely a 12-month subscription service.
Okay. How did he pay, or how did you pay? Was it credit card, debit card?
So my phone, I don't have... It literally, there's nothing to it. It's just, he knows my PIN and everything. Obviously, his behaviour there is unacceptable for what he did. But I had assumed contacting this streaming service, they would understand the situation and offer a refund or some sort of goodwill.
Just tell me this, because it's going to be relevant. Did you pay by credit card, debit card, Apple Pay, or something?
It was my Apple Pay. So my Apple Pay.
Understood. Okay, yeah. Sorry, carry on.
Yeah, so he paid using my Apple Pay. I did reach out to this streaming service. I told them the situation. I told them I was willing to pay for however long he had accessed the service and used it. Nevertheless, they came back to me saying, because of their refunds and whatever policy, and because the content had been accessed, that they couldn't offer a refund, and that I couldn't then get off the subscription service. To give you some context, it's a subscription service that's £25 a month.
Yeah, that's a lot of money.
Yeah, which is ridiculous. I even was willing to say, can I pay for the month? And, moving forward, I won't use it and whatever, but they're not willing.
Here's the position. If the website said clearly that it's a 12-month service, and it wasn't buried in the small print and not really capable of being seen, then it's binding with one caveat. There is a 14-day right to cancel streaming subscriptions under the consumer contract regulations, and you're only 2 days in, so you're within that 14 days. But there's a really important exception, which is that if the consumer, which is your brother in this case, gave express consent to start the digital content immediately and acknowledged he'd lose the right to cancel once streaming began, then the cancellation right is lost. And most websites that know what they're doing will have a little box which he would have ticked, which says, I want to start streaming immediately and I acknowledge I lose the right to cancel. What you need to do, Milad, is go and replicate that sign-up process and see if that box exists.
Okay.
If it does exist, there is absolutely nothing you can do legally. However, I think your brother has quite a fair moral obligation to pay you 12 months of subscription fees. If that box isn't there to be clearly ticked, then you do have the right to cancel no matter what the website's saying. Just because they say it's our policy doesn't mean it's legal. They've got to legally have that box saying, which you tick, saying, I understand that I want to start streaming immediately and I lose my right to cancel.
Okay, all right then.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
Thank you, Milad.